Anin, Buju, Ozawajinka Quenin, Michelle Indigenakaz, Mangdo Dem, Nigichnendam Gibijaying Mumpi. I am honored to share this lesson with you from the 13 Moons of Anishinaabe Nutrition, a nutrition curriculum based on traditional Anishinaabe foods and shared with us by the White Earth Land Recovery Project. In this session, we'll be sharing more about Odemini-Giizis, the strawberry moon, which is also the 5th moon in the Anishinaabe calendar. Odemini means heartberry, and this is the time of year when they are ripe and ready for picking. This is also the moon we celebrate Matik, the tree. Matikun are important relatives because they help us survive by providing air, shelter, clothing, and food all year round. Nuts are one of the many gifts from Matik. In Anishinaabemowin, we say bagan. You might be surprised to learn that not all tree seeds are nuts. Some are actually fruit, and some are called drupes. A drupe has a fleshy outside with the seed on the inside covered in a hard shell, kind of like a peach, a plum, or cherry. I invite you to learn more about our tree relatives. They need our protection as much as we need theirs. Listen to their stories, gather the wisdom they have to share, and keep our history and relationships healthy. Gijatun, now it's your turn to try. This is a simple traditional dish for you to make at home using nuts, wild rice, and berries. Let's gather all the ingredients first. You will need 1 cup of wild rice, 2.5 cups of water, 1/2 cup of nuts of your choice, whatever you have available, which can be almonds, cashews, walnuts, pecans, or even hazelnuts. Then you'll also need 1/2 cup of blueberries, either dried or fresh. Since it is the strawberry moon, you could also try chopping up strawberries instead of blueberries. Every family has their own special way of making this dish. If you like yours to be a little more savory tasting, you can add 1/2 cup of chopped onion. That's about the size of 1 medium onion. Also add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you want your dish to come out a little bit sweeter, you can add 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. In a medium saucepan, bring the 2.5 cups of water to boiling. Slowly add the rice and stir. If you're going for a more savory flavor, this is also the time to stir in the onion and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Return the rice to a boil, and then quickly reduce the heat, turning the temperature down quite a bit so that the rice will now simmer in the water. You want to cover it and let it simmer for about 25 to 45 minutes, or until the rice is tender and the grains split. The exact amount of time it takes for your rice to cook depends on how it was harvested and processed, and also how high or low the heat is when you're simmering it. The biggest thing is to keep an eye on it and stir it occasionally so that it doesn't burn. If you would like to boost the number of vitamins and minerals, as well as add more flavor to your rice, instead of using 2.5 cups of water, substitute 2.5 cups of bone broth or vegetable broth in this recipe. Now stir in your chopped nuts and whole blueberries. If you're going to try the sweeter version of this dish, now is the time to add your 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Let that stand covered for about 8 minutes, and then serve nice and hot. We would like to thank everyone involved in making this video possible, and thank you all for joining us today. Miigwech!